All right, we are live. Welcome, nobody at the moment, but hopefully some people. Um, Today we're going to be again starting up our attempts for the world record at Battle Factory. I'm specifically honing in on the level 50 singles record, which is currently 155. My personal best at the moment is 54. The first few rounds are kind of boring, so I like to speed through them where I can and make it more interesting, like focus on the rounds that actually require like thinking and strategy and so on. So that's what I'm going to do. Right now there really isn't anybody in chat, so once once we start seeing some action there or once we get to those other rounds, I'll start to kind of give more commentary on everything. But for now, let's actually switch over. We're going to swap over to the calculator. Let's take a look at what we have. Skeptile 1 against Machamp 1. So he definitely used Cross Chop on us initially. Yeah, see, I should have known Leaf Blade would have done more. But I have to keep in mind, too, that we are not at 31 IVs. We are most likely at, what, like 15, probably? Let's see. We have 136 HP. No, we're actually less. We're at 12. Yeah, we're at 12 IVs. Actually, no, they must have used Rock Slide on us. Because Cross Drop kills every time. Alright, let's take a look at what Dugtrio can do against this. If he goes for Cross Drop, we're dead. Earthquake, I don't even think we'll kill him. He's not at that 62% range, even if we got a high roll here. And then lastly, we have Miltank, which is probably also dead. Miltank 1. Yeah, and Miltank's not doing anything. So I think what we have to do is... Well, the question becomes, who's more valuable? Do we sack Dugtrio or do we sack Skeptile? I'm kind of leaning more towards keeping Skeptile alive. He could also miss Cross Chop. Because what we could do is we could sack one of them, and then we can swap Miltank, who we know for a fact will instantly kill the Machamp, because no matter what he goes for, we'll just use counter. Well, I guess if he goes for Rock Slide, we won't instantly kill him, but if he goes for Cross Chop, we'll kill him. Decisions. And I don't know what he'll have in the back, which, I don't know, is also tough, but Dugtrio's just so weak. Skeptile also not having health is not good, but he does have Leftovers and Detect. They have the same speed. Skeptile has a lot more damage. He's also in the... Actually, no. He's in the Overgrow range, right? He has to be an Overgrow, right? So let's go back. We might actually kill him with a Leaf Blade. Obviously, Leaf Blade can also crit. It is a higher chance to crit. Doing... Let's just say 40%. And Overgrow. Okay. I think because Skeptile's lower health, maybe we preserve Dugtrio. And then, you know, because if we swap Dugtrio, we know we're just going to lose Dugtrio, and then we're risking losing Miltank as well, or at least getting Miltank really low. Yeah, we're gonna click the move Leaf Blade. If we're lucky, we'll get a crit. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. He's going to use moves like counter. It's not going to be able to do much. Ursaring 1. Didn't we just look at what his moves were? It's like Mega Kick, something. Yeah, Mega Kick, Crunch, Aerial Ace. Mega Kick kills us regardless. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why we just don't click Leaf Blade. Because Aerial Ace, he could go for that. Could also just straight up go for counter. It's not really the brightest AI at the moment. But I similarly to Machamp, there's no need like risking losing another Mon and having a low Skeptile. Like, let's say we had done all of that previously. Well, now we have Ursaring in, and we would have had a low Miltank, no second Mon, and then Skeptile would have been in the same position, essentially. Is he fast? Oh, no, he has Quick Claw. Okay, he has Quick Claw. All right, so he went for Crunch. Again, another example of why the AI isn't the best. That's like the only move that wouldn't have killed us there, other than counter. And then Dusclops. I don't think we're afraid of you. Yeah, all you have is Seismic Toss. I mean, Pain Split isn't great either, but we'll be fine. In fact, I'll throw down a Leech Seed just to be sure. All right, he just helped us here. This is a win. Okay, second match. Also, you'll notice I have a team and opponents area that's kind of question marks right now. I usually don't really like to update that until we're on round 5. Mostly because round 5 is where the AI starts to get a lot more difficult. And it really helps to know what Pokemon they have. Also, anyone joining in will be able to see kind of where we currently are. Do I swap Dugtrio? Because they had Dusclops, which I don't really like, Ursaring, and Machamp. I mean, we already have a normal type, though. Yeah, I think I keep Dugtrio, specifically for the electric types. I also forgot to read the message that they had. Well, okay, Weezing. I mean, I think this is a clear swap here. What we could do, I mean, he has no setup moves, right? We could detect and see what he would have gone for. He has Levitate, unfortunately, so Dugtrio is probably going to be useless against him. Yeah, and then Miltank can heal itself. Facade. Ooh, if they burn us, though, actually. Facade becomes a lot stronger. And Sludge Bomb isn't doing a ton. We can easily Milk Drink that off, and then if we get poisoned, we'll just Facade him. So I think that's what we're going to do. We'll swap Miltank here. Just don't go for, Smokescreen. Oh, okay. I looked away and I see Smokescreen. This is fine, though. This is fine. I'll just go for Facade anyway, do some chip. Or I'll just miss. That's fine, too. All right, let's speed this up a little bit here. Another Smokescreen. I'm tempted to swap now. Because now, even if I get hit by Burn... Yeah, I mean, you could argue that I have Milk Drink. So it's fine. But he's kind of just clicking random moves, isn't he? I'm gonna go for one more Facade. Okay, Sludge Bomb, there we go. Here it is. Yeah, I think I just have to send it. Oh, I didn't mean to. All right, it's fine. It's fine. We swap Sceptile. We go for Leaf Blade. I don't think Leaf Blade will kill, but I don't think Dugong will kill us either. They only have ice moves, which unfortunately is also super effective against Dugtrio. Sceptile. Ice Beam will kill us, though. Ooh. What Dugtrio? I mean, if Sceptile's going down, Dugtrio has to be going down, right? Yeah. But they also might not go for that. They also could just go straight up for Fake Out. I'm just going to click Leaf Blade, I think, because Dugtrio should be able to clean it up. And then at that point, we're at the mercy of whoever's in the back anyway. Okay, Fake Out is fine. Headbutt, yeah, see, the AI not being the greatest. Would we have been fine if Dugtrio died, or sorry, Sceptile died and we had Dugtrio to rely on here? Let's take a look. This is guard 1. No, we would have been absolutely cooked if we did that. Okay. Because of a magical leaf. Well, actually, maybe not. Because 2 earthquakes kill. And unless they got a crit. I guess, they could have done like Hypnosis, Dream Eater, shenanigan, but I think for this one, because we know Earthquake is almost killing and we do outspeed, right? They don't have a Quick Claw. Yeah, they don't have a Quick Claw. Sceptile will go for Leaf Blade and just kind of spam Leaf Blade. Yeah. That's fine. Do we want any of those Mons? We already passed up on Dugong, so no. Guard, I don't like not having a Psychic move, and Hypnosis is only like 60% accurate. And then what was the other one? Wheezing. I mean, Wheezing wasn't too bad, but do we really need a Poison type? I don't really think so. Right, well, let's see, Fire type. Yeah, I mean, none of these are really going to be super great against fire types anyway. Okay, that's like the complete opposite of what Sceptile wants to see, right? We did pass up on a Charizard 1 because he only has like Fire Blast and Sunny Day. So once he's out of Fire Blasts, that's kind of it. The reason why round 4 is so difficult for me personally is because of how random their moves are. Like if the good AI, once we pass this, would 100% either go for Fire Blast or Sunny Day. It kind of depends on the Pokemon you have out. In this example, I believe they always go for Fire Blast because they see the kill. But because they don't have that AI, you know, at this stage, you know, maybe they think Roar is the better move, you know, and it's difficult to play around that. I think either way, and Doug Trio can't do much either because he's a flying type. But I think either way we have to swap. Yeah, Fire Blast kills Doug Trio too. And the difficult part as well is that the phrase says they specialize in fire types. But that just means they have at least 2 fire types. Now, a lot of the time it means they only have 2 fire types, which means the other type could be anything. But it doesn't necessarily mean that it can't have 3 fire types. Where the challenge comes in is my first thought is, okay, well, Sceptile is useless here, right? Anyway, so maybe I should just sack Sceptile. But what if that other one is like a water or grass type and then Doug Trio just like can't win that? Plus, Sceptile being very fast and having Leech Seed is very helpful. Miltank, oh, actually no, Miltank has a Thick Fat. So I think we're fine there. Let's see. All right, Sunny Day. Sunny Day, Sunny Day. Here. I mean, it's doing like half, but I mean, Milk Drink can heal that. And then if we get burned, then Facade. This is why we take the time to like think out some of these things. Sometimes I'm a little too quick with it and I miss this, but you know, it's very easy to miss stuff like this. I want to make sure I'm thinking this out, otherwise I'm not going to be able to make it very high in these rounds. Okay, yeah, see, now he goes for Sunny Day. I think I'm going to preemptively do Milk Drink just because I know it's going to do a lot of damage. A Sunny Day crit will also kill. Let's Milk Drink here. Okay. Alright, he missed a Fire Blast. Alright, Blaziken. So he threw Blaziken in because Blaziken is part fighting. And so they see it as like a, you know, super effective. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Issue is the sun is still up, but again, he does have double kick though. We are full health. Facade, you know. We can at least hit this one with Doug Trio. And it will kill. We are faster, right? He does have Quick Claw, though. So it is a risk if we go for that. But I think, you know, we don't swap Miltank because we have thick fat. Yes, he has double kick, and he could go for that, but it should only do around half our health unless he gets a crit, and even then, he'd have to get a high roll for it to kill. Right. Well, not a high roll, but like, again, that's assuming crit and then mid roll. So I'm going to click Facade, I think, here. And I'm definitely slower, especially with all of those scary faces, when normally I am faster. Well, actually, no. I could go for counter. Because if he uses double kick, I just kill him. If he goes for flamethrower, I'm fine anyway. I'll probably just use milk drink. Yeah, we're going to click counter. Okay, of course. Unpredictable AI. All right, we're going Facade. Okay. I thought he was going to keep spamming flame. That's fine, though, because we'll Earthquake. Unless he gets a Quick Claw, we should be fine. Okay, we're fine. Ah, and this is exactly why I kept Skeptile up. Now, Vaporeon could have Ice Beam. Let's check here. Okay, no Ice Beam, so I'm pretty sure Skeptile just walls this. They don't have a way to heal themselves either. Exactly why I found it important to keep Skeptile up. Dugtrio is actually a pretty heavy hitter. I was not expecting that. I mean, Vaporeon's usually pretty bulky. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, no, they do have some EVs invested into defense, and it's still doing like more than half. A lot more than I thought it was going to do. But yeah, we're just going to hit Earthquake. He's going for Quick Attack for some reason. That's fine. Now, I might sound crazy. I'm thinking of swapping Dugtrio for Vaporeon. Now, my thought here is it's incredibly useful to have a water type on your team, especially a water type with a stab water move. And Surf is like, I honestly prefer Surf over Hydro Pump, even though Hydro Pump does a lot more damage, for the sole reason of, you know, it doesn't have 5 PP and it's a lot more accurate. Vaporeon also has Quick Attack, which can come in handy. Roar is not too bad, especially if, let's say we're fighting a Blissey who's trying to set up and is spamming like double team or something. We could very easily roar them out eventually, and then, you know, they lose all of those stat boosts. Okay. I do really like Dugtrio being fast and hitting really hard, but Vaporeon, I just think having a water type is too good. Now, what are we afraid of with Vaporeon? Well, there's grass types and electric types, but Skeptile is fine against those. And then Miltank, I think, will be a very good neutral Pokemon to have. Having Thick Fat is also very, very good. It makes it easy for Skeptile to handle fire types. And now that we're going to have Vaporeon, if for some reason we lose Miltank and have those fire types kind of come in later, we have Vaporeon there to help. So, unfortunately, however, by swapping, we're going to be trading a 12 IV Dugtrio for only a 3 IV Pokemon. But I just think Vaporeon's the better option here. I also didn't read the message, or maybe I didn't, it said nothing. I hope they don't have like an all-electric team or something. Ooh, Alakazam. My favorite Pokemon to fight in Battle Factory is a Trick Alakazam, because they're just always going to do Trick. Skeptile. I don't think we die from this, right? We're very close, but we don't die. He's definitely faster. Oh no, I'm way faster. Wow. I'm so used to Alakazam being like max speed. But this one's fully invested in defense. Interesting. He might go for Thunder Wave as well. My thoughts here. What do I want to do with this? I could swap Miltank because of the Ice and Fire Punch he might go for, and the Thick Fat will help. And honestly, Miltank might just wall him completely because he has Milk Drink. Yeah, there's nothing he can do. And then if I get like, you know, paralyzed, frozen, if I get frozen, it's game over, right? For Miltank. But if I get paralyzed or burned, Facade becomes much more valuable. So yeah, why not swap Miltank here? Keep Skeptile healthy. Fire Punch. Please burn. Nice. Okay. That's beautiful. Okay, we definitely want to heal here. We're going to heal a couple times. I do have Shadow Ball, but I don't think I need to use it. Okay. Ah. Guess who has Vaporeon? Arcanine definitely has extreme speed, right? I mean, there's no way he... well, alright. The AI probably or potentially isn't going to go for it here. Can I not spell? Arcanine. They're probably not going to go for it here. This is probably just because they still seems like they do random moves. Facade, even with burn, where can I put the burn here? Healthy, we'll do burned. Yeah, even with the burn, it's not doing a ton. I think what I'm going to do is Milk Drink, try to get higher health here, maybe try to waste some of his PP. Body Slam. Yeah, that might kill, actually. Nope, we're good. Okay, counter. Nope. Counter now. There we go. Counter. Kingdra. Final Pokemon. Hydro Pump. All right. Once this guy's out of Hydro Pumps, he's done. But it's fine. We have a Vaporeon, which I think will be fine against him, right? Does Vaporeon stall him out? Remember, Vaporeon has 3 EV. Yeah, Vaporeon... Oh, he has Water Absorb. That's very helpful, actually. Dragon Breath. Yeah. I think no matter what, we're kind of safe here. Why don't we go for... I mean, we're definitely slower, right? I feel like Kingdras are pretty fast. Yeah, well... No, we're faster, actually. Miltank has 100 or so. Yeah, 100 speed. We actually have a little more because we are at 12 IVs. We might actually be able to get a Milk Drink off. You also could go for a Attract. I'm just going to hit him with Facade. Yeah, that's fine. All right. We're going to just Bite, I think, right? Bite does the most. I was hoping I was faster so I can maybe get a flinch. Yeah, Bite definitely does the most. Why don't I actually update my streak too up here? I don't think I'll do it after every battle just yet. I'll start to do that as we get higher rounds. Find where my streak thing is. Here it is. Nope. What are we on? We're on round 4. So that's, what, 21? No, 28 wins. 21 wins. We'll just throw 21 in there for now. All right. That paralyzed is very unfortunate. All right, Skeptile should clean him up. There we go. 5th match. Flying type. Flying type. We actually don't have a direct counter for flying types, do we? Free-spirited. Okay, so no phrase. I'm gonna take a look at what they had again. Alakazam does help against flying types. And he's more bulky than a typical Alakazam. Arcanine is whatever. Kingdra is whatever. Kingdra has Icy Wind, but it's not going to do more than Alakazam, I bet. Yeah, we don't really have a way to hit a lot of flying types. Like, let's say Fearow, for example. Fearow tends to be a pretty heavy hitter with Stab, Drill Peck. Oh no, Surf completely kills them. Okay, maybe I'm overthinking this. I guess worst case Pokemon is maybe like a Zapdos. But Surf is still doing, yeah, wow, this Vaporeon, oh, well, actually I have to do 3 IVs here. Still, this Vaporeon is incredibly strong. All right, I'm actually feeling better about this. I think we're gonna keep down the thick fat on my belly drum. My God, dude. Skarmory. You are either a complete prankster here or you're... That's a bad Skarmory. Sceptile. I'm probably going to swap Sceptile, right? Yeah, there's no need to keep him in. Do we go Vaporeon, though? Probably. Yeah, he's a Steel type. Miltank's not doing anything to that. Yeah, we're going Vaporeon. Yeah, he went for counter. 2 Surfs, you're done, buddy. Ludicolo. Some of the Ludicolos in the Battle Factory are actually really solid. This might be one of them. This is not, well, it's not terrible, but it's not one of them. Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, Surf. Surf's not doing anything to Vaporeon. Thunder Punch will. Am I faster? I am faster. I could bite, flinch him. Miltank. Yeah, Miltank's not doing a ton. Surf's doing way too much. And then Sceptile. Fire Punch is not great. Yeah, we're just gonna... We might as well just stay in and just bite flinch him. We could also roar and see what the last Mon is in the back. Yeah, see, this is exactly what we're going for. Rain Dance, that just helps me out, actually. Right? Because I have Water Absorb. But the thing is, the AI doesn't know I have Water Absorb, because I believe Vaporeon has 2 different abilities he could have. Let me just double check that. Am I still on Sceptile? Vaporeon. Oh. I thought he had another... maybe it's just not showing it here, but... Essentially, I don't think the AI knows that he has Water Absorb, so he might try to hit me with a water attack. And then once he sees that I have one, he'll be like, oh, I can't use water moves against this dude. But anyway, in the rain... Yeah, Bite is still a little stronger, and we have Flinch that we could be doing. We'll keep doing Flinch. Thunder Punch, that's fine. Xatu, we're just going to go Surf. Yeah, instantly killed Xatu there. No type, no, appears to depend on the battle's flow. Okay, so if you're not familiar with Battle Factory, they have these phrases. There's 2 phrases, actually. The first one tells you what potential type that they favorite. If it says that they have, what is it, no type? It says they don't have like a specialty Pokemon or something like that. It essentially means that they either have a bunch of the same or a bunch of different types, or they have 2 of the same types, like 2 poisons and 2 grasses, and they kind of net each other out. They don't have like a preference on type. The second phrase is what you see here on the stream, where it says like total preparation. These are different phrases that tell you what kind of moves that they'll have. Now, I don't really usually care in the earlier rounds, but the depends on the battle flow isn't as common, I don't think. So you can see here, it means that they prioritize weather-based moves. So I think it's like they have like 3 or 4 of their total moves are like weather-based. Which I think only is going to help us because Vaporeon is good in the rain. Maybe it's just rain, but you know what I mean. Either way, there was no preference for type, so I'm not too worried. Slacking. You know, the funny thing about slacking, if I just detect, there's nothing he can do. Yep. So we're actually gonna make quick work of this guy. Because his ability Truant makes it so he has to not attack in between every turn. Wall Rain. Okay, so this guy definitely has Hail, right? I'm going to plug Slacking into here just because I'm curious to see what he would have had. Yeah, so he doesn't have a weather move, which means that there's someone in the back that still has a weather move. It could be a fire type, water type, could be an electric type with a Rain Dance. All right, Wall Rain. I think we're fine against you, right? Pretty sure Skeptile 2 shots, if not 1 shots. Yeah, 2 shots. Blizzard, unfortunately, will kill us. But I'm not really worried about that because we should be able to kill... Well, what item do you have, actually? Leftovers. All right, if we get killed, Vaporeon most likely can jump in. Doesn't necessarily kill, though. What about Miltank? Also not doing a ton. All right, we're going Miltank for the sole purpose that he has Thick Fat. We don't want to risk losing Skeptile just yet, anyway. If there is a fire type in the back, we still have Vaporeon. So he's either going to go for Blizzard or Yawn. I guess he could go for Protect, but that's whatever. All right, we're frozen. That's unfortunate, but maybe we're okay. I'm actually going to just go for Milk Drink here. Yeah, all right, we got out. It's like record time. I've never gotten out of what do you call it? Frozen that fast. All right, he's out of Blizzards, I'm pretty sure. So we're actually just going to cook him with Skeptile now. Well, Skeptile's going to be asleep in a second, so maybe I Leech Seed him. Wow, 3-turn, 4-turn sleep. Goodness, dude. Okay, yeah, you're kind of useless at this point anyway. All right, just help me out, I guess. That was a nutty round. I was speeding through it. I probably shouldn't have, but I don't know. I just had a good feeling that we were going to be okay. Ellie skilled in Ice type is very interesting because they probably don't have Wall Rain. And my thought process for that is if I take Wall Rain right now, there's only so many Ice types that are even in this game to begin with that are valid to use. But this means that they could have Articuno, they could have Regice or Regice. Slow and steady. All right, we'll kind of shift the phrase here to slow and steady. That means they're most likely going to be doing these annoying status-based moves. Now, another thing on the screen here, if you're not familiar, is we have this Battle Factory buddy. It's that one right under the phrases here. What we can do is we can plug in some information here. So what are we? We're on round 4. We know it's Ice type. We know it's slow and steady. And this can help us calculate exactly what, or like all the possible Pokemon that are likely on the other team. And this can help us strategize as to what we should do next. So our current team is Vaporeon. It doesn't matter the order, I don't believe. We have Skeptile, and we have Miltank. The last thing we just fought was Wall Rain. Again, the order shouldn't matter. Charizard. And Slacking. Or Slaking, Slacking. I don't know. I feel like everybody says everything differently. So here, you can see it's most likely going to be a Lapras, Jinx, Glalie, or Dugong. Most likely Lapras, but Lapras is fine because we have Skeptile. Jinx is probably the one I want to see the least. So are we going to swap? I don't think so because Charizard might actually be good into the Ice types, and it is the last round, so we don't have to worry about going beyond that. I'm tempted to just keep my team, though, but maybe I swap Vaporeon, right? All right, let's take a look. So if it's Lapras 1. Surf, Attract. Okay, so this thing can't do anything to Vaporeon. So there's a kind of a tick for keeping Vaporeon. This thing also isn't probably doing a lot to Vaporeon. Yeah, Vaporeon two-shots this thing. And then Glalie, I think, just wants to blow up, right? No, this one doesn't want to blow up. This one's also not doing it. Yeah, so I'm actually going to keep Vaporeon. All right, see, here's the Lapras. Because we know Vaporeon completely walls this thing, we'll swap into this. I actually kind of want to roar this thing. All right, there's Dugong. I want to know what I'm working against here. And actually, if we go back to the buddy here and we say that there's a Lapras, there's a Dugong. Oops. All right, I clicked next battle. I wasn't supposed to do that. We don't really need to know what the third Pokemon is anyway, because they threw out 2 ice types. Well, actually, no, they threw out 2 water and ice types, which means that the one in the back has to be another ice type. Because there are, for them to have the preference of ice type, they have to have more ice types than any other type of Pokemon on the field or in their party. But because Dugong and Lapras are also water types, they technically have 2 water types, 2 ice types, so they net each other out. So they have to have a sole ice type, which means they have to have Jinx or Glalie in the back. I'm hoping for Glalie. But either way, Vaporeon seemingly walls this as well. I mean, not really. Not as much. I kind of want to go Miltank on this one, actually, just to keep Vaporeon open for Lapras. Yeah. Yeah. That's what we're going to do. We also should probably have him available for Jinx. Icy Wind. And Facade is doing the most, yeah. Wow, 2 Frozens in a row is crazy. Oh, okay. Great timing on that. Gonna Milk Drink again. Maybe we're getting a little greedy here. All right, here's Lapras. Go back to Vaporeon. Sing, that's fine. Attract is annoying. Confuse Ray is annoying. I mean, he's just kind of wasting his PP at this point. Oh, he has leftovers. That's unfortunate. What is Sceptile doing to you? Sceptile 2 shots, but he insta-kills Sceptile if I swap into him and he uses Ice Beam. Miltank. Miltank could probably... Oh, I'm still on Dugong. Oops. Lapras. Oh, he actually... No, he doesn't have a Ice-type move. So yeah, we're balling with the Sceptile here. Okay. Alright, we're not balling with Sceptile. Come on, wake up! Wake up! Wake up! My goodness, dude. Alright, get out of here. Glalie, perfect. Get him out of here. Holy. Alright, we're just PP stalling this thing. Trying to speed through this part as fast as I can. I understand this isn't probably the most entertaining thing at the moment. And now he's hitting my water absorb, which means he's healing me constantly. Eventually he's going to start struggling, and... Does he have water absorb? He doesn't. All right. Yeah, he's struggling now, so Skeptile will kill him if somehow Vaporeon dies. All right. That round is done. Let's peep the leaderboard here. Okay, we're at 28 right now. So let's update our streak. Here's where we got to lock in. From this point on, the AI is mostly unchanged. I think maybe it gets a tiny bit more difficult after, like into round 6 is what I mean. We're going into round 5 now. That said, you're 28. That said, I'm gonna play now like I don't want to lose very badly. I was kind of playing a little bit like that before, but you saw I was speeding through a lot of stuff. Draft time. What do we got? Skilled in normal type. Okay. High risk, high return. Let's put that on the board here. What is high risk, high return? That is stuff like Blast Burn, Counter, Destiny Bond, Mirror Coat. I mean, I guess those are fairly high risk, high return moves, right? You go for counter. If I go for a special move, you just wasted a turn. If you go for an OHKO move. High risk, high return is one of my least favorite things to fight against for the sole reason that they could have an OHKO move. And a lot of people feel like the AI is cheating and that they hit them like every time they want to hit them. I kind of just take it as RNG, right? Sometimes I'm lucky, sometimes I'm not. So only so much you can do against OHKO moves, especially if they have Quick Claw. If you get Quick Claw fissured or something, you know, there's only so much you can do against that. This actually is a pretty solid lineup. I do like Venusaur. I don't know if I like this Venusaur. But, I mean, he's bulky. He's got Sleep Powder, Earthquake. He's not totally helpless against fire types. I can tell you right now, I'm not taking this Hypno. Something I like on my Pokemon, I like to have stab moves. And I mean, Lumberry, Swagger, Psycho. I think at this stage, Swagger, Psycho is just not great. He does have like decent attack, but he's slow. His special defense is great, but I'm not taking him. It's a crazy Gyarados. I'm probably not taking him either. I likely will take Tentacruel. Like I said, I really like having a water type with a stab water move. Surf is always really great. What does he have? Clear Body. That's also a great ability. Leftover is solid. Toxic and Confuse Ray is very solid for stalling. We don't have to worry about like double team shenanigans either with Toxic. Thing I would like is a sure hit move like Aerial Ace or something. And I think Resto, Chesto, Gardevoir. Calm Mind, Double Team Rest. Very good lineup. We are screwed if there's any dark types because there's nothing we can do against those. And then we have Exploud, who, I don't know, he's trying, guys. He's doing the best he can. He's probably not enough. He's slow. He's weak, like defensively. His attack's great. But, I mean, everything he can do, Venusaur can do better, I'm pretty sure. I'm thinking Gardevoir, Tentacruel, Venusaur. So let's kind of analyze this. We have Venusaur is weak to what kind of ground? Not really. He's weak to fire, psychic, ice, flying. You know, grass type is pretty weak to a lot of things. But we have some coverage with Tentacruel. Fire can't do much against Tentacruel. Ice can't do much against Tentacruel. Psychic is super effective, but then we have Gardevoir for Psychic. Psychic is actually kind of a... I don't know. Let's take a look at the damage calculator here. We have Guard 2. Let's say we're fighting an Alakazam. Right, they're usually pretty tough. Special attack, yeah. I mean, they're doing like half my health. I do have Rest, but for only so long. But I have Calm Mind, actually. So we are actually pretty fine. Ghost types I'm not too worried about either because we have pretty good defense on Venusaur. What I'm thinking is let's lead let's lead guard. Because if they have a crappy Pokemon up front, we could very easily set up without having to swap in. If we need to swap, like, why would we need to swap? Bug type, maybe. Ghost type. Dark type. I think Tentacruel can handle bug type with its poison typing. Ghost types. Let's see, we're probably only really worried about Gengar. Gengar into Tentacruel also has great special defense, but Ghost in this generation, I believe, is physical, which is unfortunate for us. Yeah, Shadow Ball's not doing that much. Oh, this is Tentacruel 1, actually. Hold on. Tentacruel 2. It's not doing nothing. And then we have Venusaur. Venusaur can probably eat it the best. Yeah. Actually, we don't have a Venusaur 3. We have a Venusaur... Or sorry, not a Venusaur 2. We have a Venusaur 3. And that's because we did a lot of swapping in the beginning. Yeah, so Double-Edged Sludge Bomb. We can see Venusaur 3 has Double-Edged Sludge Bomb. His IVs are also going to be more. Our HP's 150. So he might actually be at 21. Yeah, he's at 21 IVs, which is a big jump. Anyway, we're going to lead guard. I don't see how that's not the play. We have water coverage. We have a lot of coverage. Sure, it's not a perfect team, but we might swap along the way. Yeah. So now that we know that, let me update my team. We have Venusaur 3. You guys actually get to see the updated sprites here. Bam, check that out. I don't have like a super fast way at updating it, especially since I forget. I probably should have put Gardevoir in front, right? If it gets to be annoying, let me know. I'll change it, but for now, I'm just gonna throw it in there. And then lastly, we have Tentacruel. I like how bulky Tentacruel tends to be. I don't like when I'm fighting one for that reason, but I do like looking at it. Okay. You battle with beauty. This ain't a contest, sweetheart. Last Shia. It's Kang. Kang Vaughn. If you don't know that reference, check out my most recent video. Shout out to the person who coined the name Kang Vaughn. It's a very creative name and I like it. Let's see what Kang has. I think he's like the Thunderbolt one, right? Thunderbolt, Earthquake one. No, that's Kang 3. Now, Gardevoir has 167, so he's probably at 18. No, he's actually at 15 IVs here. Yeah, 15, 167. He's not doing a ton to us, fortunately. Now, he's most likely going Shadow Ball. Oh, unless... Yeah, no, he can't attract. So he's almost certainly going Shadow Ball. As much as I'd like to set up on this thing, I really can't reliably. Am I faster? Does he have quick? All right, so he has Lumberry. Oh, he's faster. No, this is a problem, actually. We might need to swap this. If I was faster, it would be a different story. But I guess who do I want to go into? Crush Claw is doing a lot. Maybe Tentacruel. at least have a way to heal a little bit with Giga Drain. It's not really going to do a ton. Crush Claw, Shadow Ball. He specializes in normal type as well. Yeah, Tentacruel's faster. I have Leftovers, Confuse Ray. He might attract me though. No, we have an all-female team. Okay, worst, he's most likely going Shadow Ball. Let's kind of hone in on that. Let's say he gets a crit. Right, Shadow Ball crit. We're not in a great spot, but we can surf him. We'll at least be able to get that off first. Yeah, see, I don't really like that plan. What about Venusaur? Go back to him. The problem is Guard is slower. That's the problem here. If Guard wasn't slower, I could just, you know, I could set up rest and everything. Maybe even a double team. I think I kind of have to go Tentacruel, because Venusaur also takes too much damage. Is Venusaur faster, though? No way. Okay, so Tentacruel's the only one that's faster. Oh, no. Oh, no. I think I'm going to have to go Tentacruel. Tentacruel's the only one that can actually, like, get a kill if there's damage, though. So maybe I do have... Yeah, I'm just going to go Venusaur. I'm going to go Venusaur here. Yeah, there's Shadow Ball. No crit. You got a low roll, too. That's good. Let's throw this back up to Venusaur here. We are at 21 IVs. Sludge Bomb does the most. We'll probably just hit Sludge Bomb. We could go for Sleep Powder. However, he has a Lumberry, so there's no point in really wasting a turn. No defense drop. Dang. Okay. Yeah. We can say goodbye to Venusaur. I went for Sleep Powder. No, I thought I clicked Sludge Bomb. All right. I might have just threw there. Okay. Yeah, I definitely just threw there. I thought I clicked up here. Did I not click up here? Maybe it like moved down last second. All right, now he's either going for Crush Claw or Shadow Ball because both will kill me. So I can't exactly swap into anything. Dang. So I just lose. I think I just lose. We have to just go for Confuse Ray shenanigans. Shit. Okay. Not good. Was he still confused? Okay, no, this is fine. This is fine. Miltank. I can't believe I went for Sleep Powder there. This is Miltank too. Not Milotic, Miltank. Focus Punch, Shadow Ball. I think we're fine to just attack this thing. We don't want it getting a Focus Punch off. Yeah. Well, actually, Focus Punch doesn't do as much as Shadow Ball, so maybe it doesn't matter. It's gonna try to go for Thunder Wave, actually, probably. So we're gonna go for Surf. Yep. This is fine. This is fine. We'll just sack him and Glalie to finish it out. This is Glalie too, who probably has Explosion. Oh, crap. Okay, so we lose if he clicks Explosion. Guard can't kill him in one shot, and he's probably slower, knowing our luck too. Yeah, significantly slower. The only thing I can do here, there's no way he doesn't click Explosion, so I think we just lose. I think we just lose. We could try to go for double team. It's not really, doesn't really matter actually, because he's faster. Right. And the AI is going to tell him to just do it, so I'm just going to click double team. It's the only thing that makes sense. Rest. Okay. Double team. Double team. Rest. Why is he not going for explosion? Did I click the wrong one? No. So there's different priority to what the AI chooses to do. And I guess the explosion priority must be lower than the priority to use body slam, even though explosion will kill me. It probably has a negative priority over body slam just because it will kill him too. It probably only wants to use explosion if it has damage on it, which is good for us because we could just spam double team. Managed to hit all of those. Yeah, okay. Somehow we survived that. Somehow. Holy. Another normal type specialist. High risk, high return. Okay, so we're fighting like an exact copy of the trainer we just fought. So this opened up and revealed a problem that this team has, and that's its speed. We don't have any speed. I don't think swapping to any of these guys will really help with that. We're definitely not getting Mill Tank. Kang is not really the best. Like this one. He does have Rest and Lumberry, which is nice. I mean, who do we have that... Oh, I completely forgot to update the enemies, Pokemon here. But let me actually get ahead of that now. So everything this round is going to be the number 2 variant of whatever Pokemon you run into. If you don't know, there are variants to all of the Pokemon in Battle Factory, ranging from just only 4 variants for some of them to all the way up to like 10. Once we pass round, I think it's like 8, or maybe it's when we enter round 8, the variant that it could be becomes random, which means it could be the first, the second, the third, the fourth. So we're going to have an extra level of difficulty where we have to try to figure out which one it is, because it's going to impact how we play against that one. If we know Lapras only has an ice move and no water moves, it's easy. It's like more easy to navigate how to fight that thing. But if we don't know, we have to like really take everything into consideration. It becomes a lot more difficult. That said, let's take a look. I just really like Venusaur and Tentacruel's like typing, but I got to get rid of one. Tentacruel's actually pretty quick. I don't want Glalie. I don't want Miltank. It's really just Kang I might want. It gives us good... He's not even that much faster, though, so I think I'm actually not going to swap. It's not worth losing the IVs that these Pokemon have. Alright, Tauros. I actually traced Intimidate as well, so he should be -1 attack. So let's update the opponent here. First Pokemon is Tauros 2. Tauros, I do like Tauros as a Pokemon. I don't know if I love Tauros 2 specifically. I have to kind of see what he has. Alright, there's Tauros. That Double Edge is going to destroy a lot of Pokemon. But he also is, he should be -1 attack, right? I think I just Psychic this thing twice. Well, no, actually, he's faster, so I probably shouldn't do that. Yeah, he's way faster. I don't really want to go for Double Team either, because Double Team relies on a lot, too much chance, really. He's -1. And that's assuming that, I kind of unfortunately sped again, but that's assuming he even is -1 at the moment. I guess we can confirm with the next attack. How does Venusaur handle this thing? Venusaur's not much better. Tentacruel's definitely not much better. That's at -1. That's crazy. Yeah, we have to just keep guard in. I think what we're going to do is we'll go for... Let's see here. He's going to go for Double Edge, most likely. I should be able to get off 2 attacks, is the thing. So if I do a Calm Mind and get up 1 special attack, then he should die because of recoil damage with Psychic. So let's play this out here. We get hit by Double Edge. It brings us down to half, or just above half. I use Calm Mind that same turn. I then go for Rest. He does the same thing. I wake up immediately from Rest. He hits me again. I'm back at half health. I have a Calm Mind this time, and I hit him with Psychic. And I kill him. We're going to go for that. Assuming he's down 1 attack, but if he's not... Okay, he's not. Okay. Not down 1 attack. Yeah, that would have influenced my play here. Well, no point in keeping him in now, so let's get him wiped. Who's doing the most? Both are slower. Fortunately, I've misplayed twice now. Surf is doing half. He has Presto, Chesto too. Yeah, we're still slower. We just got to go for Confuse Ray, I think. Same thing as what we did last round. That's kind of what we're going to have to bank it on. Confuse Ray, Surf. Okay. Go for Sludge Bomb. I went for Sleep Powder. No, I didn't. Sleep Powder. Sleep Powder. Sleep Powder. Yeah, we are so cooked. Okay. Well, that was on me. I misplayed like crazy there. So let's kind of undo... Let's undo all of this here. Back down to 0, unfortunately. But, you know, this is a journey. We're trying to get better. So what this means, though... I don't have a mic on. Okay. That's why. All right. I didn't realize I didn't have a mic on this other scene here, so I've just been talking to myself for the better half of an hour. Probably wasn't the most entertaining either, unfortunately. We'll probably go Octillery, Arbok, Soul Rock, whatever. Fire Blast. That did nothing. Kozuka. Earthquake. Get him out of here. Overheat. Flying type. I mean, Octillery isn't bad, right? I'll still swap Plusle just for the electricity. Guy's trying to guillotine me and he actually gets it off. Seismic Toss, just wear him down. We'll grab Gligar. Maybe we'll get a lucky guillotine as well. Like here. Alright, come on, Screech. That's insane that he froze me again, by the way. Fighting type. Swap back Gligar. Mantine. Ooh, Reflect is smart from his side. Well, Cosmic Power. Get really bulky here. And try to sweep with that. With just our bulk. Go for Overheat. That did nothing. There we go. Water type is next. I really want to swap Soul Rock. Get Hitmonchan in here, whatever. Dynamic Punch. I probably shouldn't have gone for that, but I did. I hit another Dynamic Punch, wow. I hit 3 Dynamic Punches out of 5. Alright, we'll go Ice Beam. Of course he has Thunderbolt. I completely forgot he had Thunderbolt. What are these freezes, man? I have to go Ice Beam. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We should be fine. Yeah, alright. That was kind of close. Factory Head. Let's make sure we have good coverage here. We have good enough coverage, whatever. Alright. Double team. Hit a Thunderbolt. Hit a Thunderbolt. One more Thunderbolt. Okay, nice. We need to attract him. Yeah, because, I mean, we're useless at that point. Then Ice Beam. Alright. Finally. Past round 3. Round 4. We're on round 4, ladies and gentlemen. Round 4. Okay. Let's pull up the calculator. Oh, it's Shuckle. Not a great Shuckle, but Shuckle nonetheless. Alright, Fearow. Wishcash. No water move Wishcash, though. Altaria. Medicham. Magmar. Not my favorite draft. My first thought is take Wishcash, Fearow, Medicham, maybe take those guys. I can update the streak here. We are on round 4 now. Which means we are at 21 wins. Right now, we are trying to figure out which Pokemon to enter round 4 in. We have Shuckle, we have Fearow, we have Wishcash, Altaria, Medicham, and Magmar. I'm really trying to ensure that I have good coverage. And out of all of these, I think what best suited for us is probably Medicham. His ability of Pure Power, I believe, doubles his attack. So he has like ridiculous attack. His speed is also pretty good. Combined with a move like High Jump Kick. It's not bad. He also has Calm Mind to set up and he can pass that along. His bulk isn't great, but he's also not 100% frail and he has Focus Man. We have Wishcash, Resto Chesto Wishcash, who can use Amnesia, become pretty much immune to his weaknesses. He's not very fast. He has solid attack, but no water move. So it's a little concerning, in my opinion, to have him. Fearow is just a quick attacker. Super little bulk. Just get in, get out. Try to just take at least one with you. If there's even a little bit of chip on the opponent's Pokemon, you know, a Drill Peck or Tri Attack will probably kill, especially because it's Stab. Sharp Beak is going to do a little more with Drill Peck than Tri Attack. We could also like freeze, burn, or paralyze with Tri Attack. Dragon types in general can be pretty good because they resist a lot of things. This one is a and Natural Cure. Natural Cure is also good. So I'm a little torn because I don't think this is the best draft, honestly. I tend to like having a water type at the very least, with a Stab water move. Which means we're probably going to end up swapping after this first fight. I believe it's no type, no phrase. So who do we want to lead here? Who's the fastest? I honestly think I take Fearow. If I run into an electric type, a ice type, or a rock type, I can swap Wishcash. Right? And then if I run into a grass type, or, I mean, really just a grass type, I could swap back to Fearow. I alternatively could have Medicham in the back just to clean up. I don't like the accuracy of High Jump Kick, though, is my only problem. And then Shuckle is just all stall, but he doesn't have like a healing move. If he had a healing move, I might be more inclined to take him. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to grab Fearow, Wishcash for sure. It's really about what the last mon is. Flying types are a problem. I think it's between Altaria and Medicham. I'm not really considering Magmar for some reason. He's not very fast. I mean, he has decent special attack, but I mean, he's almost wasting his item. He has a Rostberry. You know, what are the chances a fire type is going to be burned? Something too is well, Calm Mind is actually completely useless with a Baton Pass, that is. So Baton Pass is completely useless. So maybe I just go Altaria. Well, that's 2 flying types. I probably shouldn't do that. All right, I'm going to grab Medicham. And what we're probably going to do is we're probably going to swap after the first match. I'm assuming they have something, worth swapping to make sure that we have good, or better coverage, I should say. So I'm going to update our little team chart here. We have Firo. Wishcash, which I tend to like having Wishcash, but it's just when he doesn't have a water move, and Medicham. It's not often that we're using a Medicham. All right. And Firo's our fastest. I think he should lead. In case there's like a grass or something off the bat, we can just get a really quick kill without having to swap into him. So let's throw Firo up here. What we got? Oh, that's not good. I think this is Firo 2, right? Yeah, Firo 2. And he has 12 IVs? 12 IVs. Okay. So first mon we're fighting is Gyarados 1. He only has Return Bite, Dragon Dance, Thunderwave. Him setting up is going to be a problem. However, is there anything we can do with Wishcash? Because Wishcash, I think, has Rock Slide, right? Oh, this is Firo 2. Forgot, we're not on round 5. So we actually have a stronger and better Firo than we probably otherwise would have. Wishcash 1 has Rock Slide. It still doesn't really kill, but I'm thinking he's going to maybe go for Thunderwave. And I did get hit with an Intimidate, so yeah, I think I swap Wishcash here. Worst case scenario, he goes for Dragon Dance. Okay, that's not good. But let's update our thing. We have +1 on attack and speed. He's still not doing a ton, fortunately. And we can't get paralyzed, so I'm going to Rock Slide him. That's 2 Dragon Dances. He will sweep our team if we can't kill him with Wishcash. But honestly, his attack's not really going up much. Alright, nothing to be afraid of there. Next up is Steelix. Steelix actually isn't going to be a problem, right? Because we have Earthquake. I mean, his Earthquake does do a good amount of damage. Is he actually going to go for Earthquake? I don't know, but I mean, our best bet, our best option is to do Earthquake. Rock Tomb is fine. Granbull. Last mon is Granbull. Granbull 1. I mean, there's not much he can do either. We are -1 attack now because of the Intimidate. I mean, we could stall his Mega Kicks, actually. Are we faster? Probably not. Oh, we are faster. So we'll wait till we're hit by a Mega Kick, and then we'll rest. Or that works too. Never mind. Can't do much when you miss high jump kick. Yeah, I was going to rest there, but then there was no point. He was already 1 HP, or 1 shot. Skilled and Electric type. And Slow and Steady. Let's change our name here. Slow and Steady. Okay, they have a lot of status-based moves. I think we are swapping Medicham, right? I think that Gyarados, actually, maybe we'll grab him. I don't like having 2 flying types, but I mean, him or Granbull, are they better than Medicham, though? I'm thinking Gyarados has a setup move, which is what makes him more valuable. But we are trading IVs. Let me see. Let's take a look at Medicham one more time. Medicham is currently sitting at, I think, 9 IVs, right? Yeah. No. Let's wish cash. Medicham. Oh no, he's on 12. But we're essentially switching to a 3 IV Pokemon if we were to swap right now, which is weaker. How is Gyarados doing? Oh, and we're going into electric types. Yeah, we're not swapping. What am I thinking? If anything, we would swap into Steelix. Are we afraid? Is there anything that Medicham could handle or should handle that we can't? Poison types, I think we're fine with a ground type. Normal types, we can handle with a ground type. I mean, that's really it, right? Psychic only affects so much, or is super effective against so much. And fighting is only like other steel types, but we have ground. So I think I'm going to swap to maybe that Steelix for the extra electric coverage. Jolteon, yeah. So we're swapping. This is Jolteon 1. Let me update my team here. We no longer have Medicham, but we have Steelix. How does Steelix fare? I mean, I don't think Jolteon can even hit a ground type in general. Yeah, there's nothing they can do. I mean, they can attract maybe. What gender are we looking at here? Yeah, so I just go Wish Cash. Steelix can't even set up. Wish Cash can. We can set up Amnesias. So now we're at max special defense. And we probably are going to actually copy an electric type from this. And then, I mean, no point in not just trying to kill Gengar or stall him out, right? Alright, he's going to go for Dream Eater here. I'm going to swap. And we'll just go for Drill Peck. Yeah. Alright, what are we looking at? No clear type. Slow and steady. Alright, I'm thinking we do swap an electric type, right? Because that allows us to fight waters much better. Flying types as well. They're fast. I mean, Jolteon or Manectric. Jolteon only has electric type moves. But he's really strong, right? He's fast and strong. He has Volt Absorb. And then Manectric. All right, 157 and 143. Versus 157, 143. I mean, Jolteon's just overall faster and stronger. I mean, maybe he has like less bulk, but I don't think there's a need to have 2 ground types now that we're not fighting electric. And I don't think, I mean, Gengar's only attacking move is Dream Eater, which relies on Hypnosis, and I don't want that either. The only upside I can see for having Manectric is that I don't only have an electric type. So if for some reason I get down to just Manectric and a ground type, and the ground type is at like 1 HP, I just lose. So maybe I should just go Manectric just in case. Manectric also has Flash. I mean, their bulk is like identical, actually. I'm going to go Jolteon. I just have to like prepare and not get into that situation. All right, we're running into an ice type. This is Glalie 1. Let me actually update now. We no longer have Steelix. Okay. We don't have the best type matchup against ice. I mean, look at that. Manectric's taking a ton of damage, which means Jolteon's taking a ton of damage if I swap. And they're not doing a ton of damage in return. What about Wishcash? Yeah. It ironically might be good to stay in and just die with Furo. Assuming they even go Ice Beam. They might just go for Hail. Let's think about this, though. Well, we're faster, right? Yeah, we're definitely faster. Let's say they go for... Let's say they go to kill Furo. I get half HP. We swap into Jolteon. Jolteon hits a Thunderbolt and kills. Right, I think that's just how we go about it. And, well, actually, hold on. Wishcash can use Rest. So another play could be to use Amnesia and make it so they just really can't do anything. Yeah, that might actually be better, because then I'm not risking losing a Pokemon. Now, I could get frozen, and there's nothing I can do against that. It's like, what, a 10% chance with Ice Beam? Unless there's Hail. Am I faster, too? I'm not faster, unfortunately. I hit, like, 1 or 2 Amnesias, and they can't do anything. So I'm going to do that, actually. Ice Beam. Okay, no freeze. We've had really bad freeze luck today. Just please no freeze. Okay. We're going to hit... Well, if we hit an Amnesia... Maybe we should rest first. Yeah, because they'll kill if I don't. Yeah, we're going to go for rest. Okay, he went for Hail. That's fine. Amnesia. Amnesia. One more Amnesia. Go for rest one more time. And then we'll go for Earthquake. I don't want to use all my Earthquake PP either. Okay. Alakazam, we are max special defense. The only way he kills us is if he gets a crit, and we're not going to swap out of him. So, we'll go for rest here. There's the frozen. What did I tell you? Slacking again. I think we just got to send it. Yeah. Okay. That was a great strategy, I think. We effectively shut down that Alakazam and they couldn't do anything. Now, do we keep Jolteon is the question now. Because we fought a slacking Alakazam. The Alakazam's not that great, if you ask me. But does it help with some of our coverages? I mean, we're mostly afraid of grass types, I think, for Wishcash. But we have Furo for that. Alternatively, we could swap Jolteon and, like, take a hit. And then, what, like water types, we have... Water ground types might be a problem, maybe. But they can't have Wishcash because we have Wishcash. So the only other water ground type is Quagsire and Swampert. So let's take a look at, if we run into those, what that will look like. Swampert 1 has Earthquake, and that's his only attacking move, which means Furo can actually kill him. If we're patient enough. Quagsire has Brick Break, and yeah, so they can't even really do anything. I'm more inclined to just keep our current team. No clear favorites, no type, no phrase. Okay. Yeah, but let's keep our current team. Porygon 2. We have to remember that he traced Keen Eye. Porygon 2, 1. And he has Recover. Now, fortunately, he doesn't have anything that's super effective against Furo. But Furo also isn't killing him. This might be a Jolteon swap. No, it's not actually. Because if he uses Tri-Attack, then I just die. What do we do here? Maybe I do just stay in with Furo. I go for Drill Peck. This is Furo 2, though, so I don't have... Is it Furo 2? I know I said that, but I thought I remember him having Sharp Beak. Yeah, he does have Sharp. So this is Furo 1. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. This is Furo 1. Let me change that. Okay. This is Furo 1, which means we do a little more with Drill Peck. Tri-Attack also has the possibility to just flat out kill us if they get a high roll. We are faster. I think I just hit Drill Peck twice, honestly. I did. We're going to be in the same boat regardless. Oh my goodness. It's insane with how much we've gotten frozen today. And yeah, he's back to full health. All right, we're gonna just go for Thunderbolt. Manectric. We have Volt Absorb. We know the only thing he can do to us is bite. So we're actually gonna go Wishcash. We'll hit an Amnesia. Oh, Flash is gonna be a problem. This is fine. This is fine. Okay. Not as bad of a round, but I don't think we want Feraligatr. I mean, we already have Wishcash. Feraligatr does have a water move, but it's either replace him for Wishcash. But Wishcash has been really helpful, actually, this round. Yeah, I think we just keep... Well, let's see the type. Weakening the foe to start. Okay. That's a new one for today. Charm, Cotton Spore, Fake Tears. So, like, defense and attack and accuracy, you know, lowering moves. But I'd like to swap. I mean, we hit hard and fast. Yeah, we're not going to swap. This is the Shuckle we passed up on. Problem with him, actually. I believe the Shuckle can't hurt, what's his name? Wishcash, right? Because Sandstorm, he's immune to that. Oh no, we had Shuckle too. That's right. Sleep Talk, Rest, Roll Out. How do we handle this guy? Yeah, Rollout's not doing anything to him. He has no way to... Yeah, I think we just swap Wishcash. We set up with Wishcash, and then maybe we actually paralyze him first with Jolteon. Just in case. Well, no, it doesn't matter. He's going to use Rest. So yeah, we're swapping Wishcash here. Rollout, so he's locked into Rollout now. Amnesia... Get him out of here. Espeon is a very good mon. I don't know if this one is particularly good or not, but we have all Amnesia set up, so he's not doing anything to us. Unless he gets a critical hit. But we can't control that. He's killing us with a crit regardless of if we heal too. So... Earthquake. Earthquake. Rock Slide. Good night. All right, let's see what the type is. No type. No phrase. Now, Do we swap for Espeon over Jolteon? I mean, as we kind of decided before, getting a Psychic type doesn't really give us a huge upside. Other than it, like, they can do a lot of damage, but Espeon, I don't know. He is fast. He has Synchronize, which is good. Lumberry, which is good. He doesn't have his IVs invested in special attacks, so he's bulky. He has Baton Pass too, but we don't have a special attacker on the team, so it doesn't really matter. And then there's Charizard. But I think Charizard 1 is Buns, right? Yeah, I mean, he has one attacking move. So it's really the question, do we take Espeon 1 over Jolteon 1? And I mean, I think the answer to that is yes, right? Because water types are really the only thing I think Jolteon would be better to fight against, right? Like, yeah, sure, flying types, but flying types can be dealt with Rock Slide. We get coverage over poison types. If we go Espeon, we have Calm Mind we can set up with. I think I'm going to swap. Espeon is just a really good Mon. If we run into ghost types, I mean, there's only like Gengar, really. Normal types. All right, let's actually power scale this right here. So we have Jolteon. We'll do it against a normal type, see if it's worth it. Let's say Slaking, Slacking, however you like to call them. We're doing 40 to 48% on him with Jolteon. With Espeon, I mean, it's around the same. And he's really fast. He has way more bulk. Yeah, I'm gonna take Espeon. Something's telling me to take him. And it's a good thing we took him. Well, might be. I guess Muck could still really hurt us if we don't play right. Sludge Bomb. Yeah, Sludge Bomb's almost killing me completely. It's killing Vero. It's probably killing Wishcash too. Well, not killing, but like getting close to. Oh, actually not really. Yeah, we're swapping Wishcash. He's probably going to go for Screech crap too. With -2 defense, am I still okay? Yeah. Am I faster too? I am faster, so yeah. That's a Wishcash swap, 100%. Minimize, Earthquake, get him out of here. Xatu. I'm pretty sure Xatu only has special attack, right? Xatu 1 anyway. No. I have it the other way around. He only has physical attack. Which means there's no reason I shouldn't just Rock Slide. And here's Quagsire. I don't remember. He didn't have a healing move, right? He has like Mud Slap. Earthquake, maybe. Yeah, Brick Break. Oh, he has Counter, though. And he's doing this much damage, assuming I was -2, which I'm not, so you don't have to worry about that. Oh, wait. For a second, I thought he was still doing that much. Okay. Yeah, you could go for Counter, whatever. I'll just finish him off with the other Pokemon. All right. 7th match. No favorites. High risk. Least favorite category. Are we swapping? I don't think so. I also have to update my tracker here. We no longer have Jolteon. We brought on the boy Espeon. Or girl, I actually don't know which gender they are. Okay. Muck actually isn't too bad. Like, he was doing a ton of damage. He has Minimize. But over Espeon, I mean, this is high risk. So they're going to be going for, like, those Oko moves. We need to... we don't have time to prep, is my thought process. But Muck's also really slow. So if they, let's say, have an Oko move, we're just dead if they hit it. We want to be faster than them. That said, we're not grabbing Quagsire. And Xatu is not. Yeah, so we're just going to keep. We're going to keep. Beautiful. We're going Drill Peck, and we're not thinking twice about it. Okay. Where we can't control anything when it comes to when the Focus Fan activates. I think that was the right play to just go for him anyway. All right. Here's where we run into a bit of a pickle. Snorlax has Curse, I believe. And that's going to be a big problem if he sets that up. No, he doesn't have Curse. He has Double Team. But he's also very specially bulky. I could go for a ton of Charms. In fact, I think that's probably the best way to go about it, right? If I take... He can't raise his attack in any way, and he only has physical attacks. I only need to hit... He has leftovers, doesn't he? Yeah. I only need to hit like 4 Earthquakes to kill him. It's that Double Team that's a little concerning. But I feel like I just... Yeah, because he's doing too much damage with the other stuff. So I need to just hit Charm, right? How many Charms should I hit? If I hit 2, yeah, he's doing nothing. On the other hand, if I hit a Psychic... I mean, that's not doing... Maybe I just hit 2 Psychics. Call it a day, right? I mean, we're trying to kill him before he can set up, so... That crit was massive. Yeah, there we go. We're good. I forgot there could be other Pokemon, but I'm glad it was an electric type. Oh, whoops. I thought that was the last Pokemon for some reason. All right, we're back to round 5. We are back to round 5. So let's update the streak here. You know, I kind of want to do one more round. What I don't want to happen is for us to lose this round and then I have to start over the beginning of next stream. So I got to figure out like where the best place to call it is. And I'm thinking the best place might be after this round. But if I don't beat this round, then I'm back to square one. We've been going for about 3 hours now. Okay, how about this? I'll do this round. If I beat this round, we'll end stream. If I lose this round, I'll just get past Nolan and start round 4 next stream, rather than, you know, starting from the beginning next stream. So yeah, let's do that. And if we're lucky, we'll just beat it, and then we'll start at round 6 next stream. All right, we need a good draft here. No type, slow and steady. So let's change the team here. We're now at 28. Slow and steady. Okay. Porygon 2. First Mon of the draft. Trace is not a bad ability. Lumberry, good bulk. Really high special attack. Recover. I mean, this is a solid choice. It's a neutral type too. Wailord with Fissure, Double Team Rest, Hydro Pump. I mean, this is a very high risk Mon. Cradily. I can already tell you I'm probably not going Cradily. Now, usually when I say that, I tend to go, whatever Pokemon that is, but that's usually because the rest of the draft just doesn't work with the team comp I want to do. Feraligatr, Quickclaw Feraligatr. We actually used this one in a previous run, and he really clutched up. And I like my stab water types. Blaziken, really, really high attack and special attack, but he's not the fastest. Blaze Kick can miss. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the lower accuracy moves. And then Dodrio, useless ability. King's Rock is fine. Massive attack and speed. Is he holding? Yeah, King's Rock. Double Edge, Drill Peck. Okay. I think there's a lot of coverage that we could do here. I'm thinking Feraligatr's a no-brainer. I'm thinking Porygon 2 is also a no-brainer. I'm thinking... Oh, he only has Psychic, though. For some reason, thought he had Thunderbolt. Like, as well. I'm really thinking Dodrio because, like, grass types, bug types. Again, having that neutral type is good. Fighting types. Not that they're particular. Grass types are threatening to Feraligatr, but that's about it. Electric types we become very vulnerable to, which, what do you know, brings us to Cradily with Earthquake. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's what we do. Alternatively, we could just have Porygon 2 instead. I like the fact that Porygon has a recovery move. But that's not going to help us against like Double Team and, like Rest and Toxic and stuff like that. Not that these other ones are like particularly better against those. But Feint Attack is at least a sure hit move. Scary Face, I'm probably not going to use that. Okay, I think we go Feraligatr. We lead Feraligatr. No, we should probably lead Dodrio. Because Rock, Electric, Ice. Rock and Ice we can handle with Feraligatr. Electric, we maybe swap Cradily. Yeah, I think that's what we got to do. Torrent. All right. Dodrio, Feraligatr, Cradily. Let's do it. So these are all going to be the 2 variants because they were not in the front. Let's update our team here. Cradily. Feraligatr. And last but not least, Dodrio. Let's get into it. We know Dodrio is going to be in front, so I'll already get him prepped up here. Dodrio 2. He should have 15 IVs, I believe. Skarmory. Yeah, 15 IVs. Skarmory 2. That's the first one. Let's update our other tracker here so we don't forget. So we're going to be 2s, and then the first one is Skarmory. Now, what does Skarmory have? Oh, he's a complete setup Pokemon. That might be a problem. Now, Cradily can't be roared out. The thing is, he's going to go for... He's probably going to start with Toxic or Spikes. If I had to guess, he's going to start with Toxic. And there isn't really a way for me to combat that. I guess I could go Protect. Try to bait out to see what he's going to do. I don't know if it has like a tied priority to where he could do a 50-50 of either. So maybe I do that. Does my plan change regardless of what he does? Probably not, so maybe I don't even bother. Who can kill him in one shot? Can Cradily do it with Ancient Power? Probably not. Well, what's his attack? No, he's not doing that. Skarmory being a Steel type is way too bulky. Skarmory, or what am I doing? Cradily. Yeah, Ancient Power is not doing a lot. And then he has Drill Peck, so I don't want to swagger him, really. I have no way to heal. You know, this Wailord might have been good here for the sole reason he could use Rest. And, you know, I should have looked at some of the stuff that they were doing and kind of realized they could be doing Leech Seed or Toxic. All right, what about Gator? What is Gator doing to this guy? Serve. All right, go back to Dodrio. Double Edge. She has no way to heal, so maybe I just spam Double Edge, just try to kill him as fast as possible. I think that's what I'm going to just do. Yeah, there it is. That's fine. And then we'll go Gator. We'll Surf. Yep, Surf this guy. Well, okay. Magmar is faster. Can Magmar do anything? Magmar is second Mon. Okay. Fire Blast. He has Thunder Punch? That's not good. Alligator 2. So I'll kill him if I can hit him, but Cradily will probably have to come in. There's no way he goes for Fire Blast. He has Quick Claw. Oh, maybe... Yeah, no, I have to swap because can't risk. Yeah, he went for Thunder Punch. That's fine. We'll go Earthquake. Get him out of here. Ooh. If I can take a hit, I think I can kill him with Earthquake. Okay, I can take a hit. Doesn't kill with Earthquake, but it's close enough to where Alligator can kill him. Yeah, I can actually take 2 attacks. So we're going to go Earthquake. I'll actually swap to Gator. Just because I don't like the Confuse Ray. Can he have a Water Absorb? No, he can't. Okay. But Dragon Claw is still the strongest move here. I could also go for Scary Face and make it a little more safe. To slow him down, just in case. Because Dragon Claw is not going to kill. So I have to hit 2 more moves, but 1 more Earthquake will kill. And at -1 speed... Italy's still slower, so yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. Yeah, no. We're just going to go Dragon Claw. Get him out of here. Now, they did have someone I might want to swap. Actually, I'll put it up here so I don't forget. They had Tentacruel. Now, do I want Tentacruel? The Skarmory, I'm kind of conflicted because I do really like Skarmory as like a setup. He doesn't have a way to heal though is the problem. Do I like Tentacruel over Feraligatr is another question. I'm not grabbing Magmar. We already passed up on Magmar, I'm pretty sure. And if we didn't, then I still don't think I want to Fire Blast, Thunder Punch Magmar. So my thought is between Skarmory or Tentacruel. If I'm grabbing Skarmory, I'm probably... Maybe I even swap Dodrio for Skarmory. You know, to replace the flying type. Yeah, and then he's in the front and he can like really set up on whoever kind of comes out. Because Steel, like the only thing that's super effective against him is Fire and Electric. Fire we swap to Feraligatr, Electric we swap to Cradily. And then Cradily has Earthquake. Let me look at his moves. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a way to heal, though. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to swap for that. Maybe I think what I'm looking for here is maybe a grass, or not a grass, but like an electric type or normal type, fighting type, maybe. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm looking for here. We're going to keep. So what that means is we're going to reset this here. Flygon. He can't hit us with Earthquake. Actually, this might be the Fire Blast Flygon. Yeah, Fire Blast Solar Beam. So I think he's going to try to set up a Sunny Day first. Double Edge really kills him? That's crazy. I don't see a well, am I faster? Ooh. I think he's going to go Sunny Day for the reason that he doesn't see a kill with any other move. And I could just go for 2 Drill Pecks and save my HP. It is a gamble. Because if I go for Double Edge, it's not a guarantee kill, and I'm doing a lot of... Yeah, I might just die flat out with that, so I'm going to go for 2 Drill Pecks. Just make sure he doesn't have like a Quick Claw or something. Oh, he has Bright Powder, though. But we can't control when that hits, so we just got to go for it. Alternatively, we can get a crit here. Or, oh, we have King's Rock, that's right. Nice, very nice. Oh, we're just going to Drill Peck this guy, yeah. All right. Tauros is last mon. I didn't even get a chance to update the opponent tracker here. We kind of blew through those guys. But we'll want to view this just for when it comes to considering switching, or for anybody else that joins the stream midway. So they want to know like kind of where we are. I knew if it was doing that much to Flygon, it's absolutely destroying Blaziken, which is why I was so hesitant on switching and why I ultimately didn't switch from Dodrio. He's just a very, very hard hitter. And then Tauros is last mon. Tauros might actually have some good stuff. Maybe I swap him, maybe I don't. Let's take a look. He did Intimidate me, and Intimidate is a really good ability in Battle Factory. It's a really good ability in general. Yeah, his Double Edge is going to kill me if I hit that. However, if I hit him with a Double Edge, his Double Edge recoil is going to kill me. Or kill himself, I mean. Or could kill himself. It's not guaranteed. Now, my question, I think we win, right? I'm not worried about us losing at this stage. My question is, do we want to take any of these Pokemon at this point? I already passed up on Blaziken. I don't want him. I don't want that Flygon. So it's really, do I want Tauros? And I don't need another Earthquake person, I don't think. So I think we're just going to wrap this battle up and then keep going. So we'll go for Double Edge. And then we'll go for Surf, Surf. No type, high risk. We are not swapping. Grand Bull. He has Intimidate too, I believe. Which is not good for us. Yeah, Intimidate. Alright, Grand Bull is first Mon. We do have a Rock type, so maybe we will be able to... Let me see, Grand Bull. Here he is. We have a Rock type with Cradily. So we should get half damage. Maybe be able to swap in after if we need to. Oh, he doesn't even have any... That's so interesting. Okay. He's going to go for Thunderbolt. So... we swap Cradily. We could Swagger Psych up him just because he doesn't have any physical... No, he does have Facade. White Herb, Intimidate. I think... Alright, my thought process is if there's an electric type in the back, I kind of just lose if I swap Cradily and take a lot of damage with him. So, I think I just want to keep Dodrio in. And Dodrio's main purpose to me is to just do a ton of damage and try to take at least one Mon down with him. So what I think here, Thunderbolt's not a guaranteed kill. It is a guaranteed kill if I hit Double Edge and die. But if I hit Double Edge and get the range and kill him, then I don't have to worry about that. I could also flinch him. I think we're just going to click Double Edge. Come on. Crit would be nice too. Nice. Nice. Good crit. Good crit. Aha. What did I say? I said if there was an electric type in the back, we don't want to be down a Mon. This is the sort of planning that goes into like what we have to do if we want to beat the world record. A lot of the top players actually do a ton more thinking than I'm doing right now. But then again, they kind of have to when you're in the higher rounds due to how random it can be. All right, Jolteon is second Mon. We probably won't even take Jolteon this time either. Unless we find out that he's absolutely stacked. Dig, Thunderbolt. Am I faster? I'm faster in Double Edge kills, so... he is going down. I forget how fast Dodrio is. Now I am at a higher EV, so... that didn't kill? Oh, I'm down one with Intimidate, that's right. Oh no. This is fine, we have Cradily. We'll go Earthquake. Golduck is last Mon. We're probably not taking him either. If they threw out like a Suicune or something, maybe we'd take that. I don't think Golduck has anything super bad for us. Yeah, Cross Chop, Surf. Because he has Cross Chop, I'm not going to Psych up. He has Lumberry. And then if it's down to Gator, can Gator kill this dude? He also has Swagger Psych up. I mean, he's not doing a ton of damage, but... yeah. I don't want to give him more attack. So I'm going to use Earthquake. Cross Chop, that's fine. He's faster. That was a crit. Dragon Claw, get him out of here. Poison type. Which means there could be grass types, like grass poison. And that's good for Dodrio, so I don't want to swap him. We have Cradily on Earthquake. Yeah, I think we're good with our current team. And they're slow and steady. You know what? Why don't we plug in... Let's plug this into the buddy. And see what kind of Pokemon we can expect here. So we are on round 5. This is a poison type round here. Slow and steady. Our current team. Cradily. Alligator. And Dodrio. We just fought Granbull. Was it Jolteon? And Golduck. Yeah, see, Venusaur, Vileplume, like those, Dodrio's gonna mess up. Crobat. Let's take a look at Crobat. Because here's where Jolteon might be valuable. Oh, he only has Giga Drain as an attacking move, and Toxic. Which means Dodrio can probably mess up. Yeah, Dodrio can really mess this guy up. So I'm not really worried about him. Tentacruel. Sludge Bomb. I mean, still, I can kind of two-shot him. And then Cradily can use Earthquake. I think Gengar might be the only one that's potentially a problem. Because he has, well, Dropek just one-shots him, too. He has Levitate. What about Alligator? Two-shot with Surf. Yeah, I think we're going to keep our current team. Cut down every opponent? Well, I sure hope you don't cut me down. That would be very unfortunate. Oh, okay. This is the man, the myth, the legend, Kang 3. He has Thunderbolt. He's going for Thunderbolt 100%. Cradily. I think we just swap Cradily. Because they have to have a poison type in the back. So watch. I'll plug in Kang into the buddy here and you'll kind of see. Yeah, now... I mean, we can only have poison types from here on out. The downside is if I swap to Cradily... Maybe I should just swap for Alligator. How much is that doing to Alligator? Actually, it's not doing anything to Alligator. We'll go to him. Alligator's the least useful here, in my opinion. Alright, well, that's not good. Okay, well, we did some chip on him. Let's go back to Dodrio. Double Edge. Yeah, we'll just hit a Double Edge. I guess he could go for Endure, but... I mean... No, if he goes for Endure... No, because then he gets Salic. Alright, I'll protect first round. Because if he's going to go for Endure, he's going to do it here, I would think. Okay, he didn't. Which means Double Edge. Get him out of here. Okay, here's Muck. This is where I think I want to swap Cradily. It's doing a lot of damage. She's actually slower. That's not good. So if I put in Muck here... Here's where it can weed out some of the other Pokemon that it could be, because some of these Pokemon only fit into certain phrases. So here, yeah, it cut out a lot of Pokemon. It tells us that the only remaining ones can be these ones. It's a 100% chance to run into one of these in the last one. And so I think I want Dodrio for almost all of these, if not all of these. Other than maybe Tentacruel. Which means that I'm a little more comfortable switching to Cradily. Yeah, let's see. Dodrio 2. I mean, we can't just keep using Double Edge, but it does a lot, and he can't guarantee... no, maybe he can. We're at 85%, 66%. Yeah, no, he would... So Tentacruel we don't want to see. Well, let's focus on Muck right now. We have... Well, this is Muck 2. Sludge Bomb. He might go for Curse. Sludge Bomb will kill me. He sees a kill with Sludge Bomb, so he's probably going to go Sludge Bomb. If I swap Cradily, I still get like a lot of damage, and then he sees a kill with Dynamic Punch, and he might go for that. But he's faster is the problem. Is Cradily good into any of these other ones? I mean, I don't really... I don't know. Gengar 2. He 2-shots Gengar 2. Crobat, I think we already know he's fine into. He 2-shots... Yeah, he 2-shots Crobat. I mean, Crobat's a problem with the double team stuff, but... Victory Bell. He 2-shots Victory Bell. Problem is he's slower than a lot of these mons, so like... we're in a bit of a pickle here. Here's one of the few points where Feraligatr might have been nice, but Feraligatr's also... He would have taken a ton of damage as well. Going back to Muck. There's no way he doesn't just go for Sludge Bomb. Which means I should try to kill him immediately with a Double Edge, I'm thinking. I don't think it makes sense for me to swap Cradily, because Cradily then takes, let's just say, 42%. But no, if I do that, he's going to use Rest and then get back to full health. So I have to swap Cradily here, actually. I don't know if that makes sense, but I have to swap Cradily because... Yeah. Yeah, we have to swap Cradily. Here's Sludge Bomb, yep. No crit, no poison. Okay. So now we go for... We're slower. We go for Earthquake. If we get lucky and crit, it kills. He sees a kill with Dynamic Punch, he might go for that. If he misses, that's great. We still gotta just go for Earthquake, yeah. Okay, he went for Curse, that's, I think, okay. He's now slower than us. And then he's gonna try to go for Rest again after this. But here's the thing, I can use Psych Up. So I'll just match his stuff. Some reason he went for Dynamic Punch there. Okay, this was best case scenario. Gengar was worst case scenario. Will-O-Wisp, perfect. That's fine. Dodrio, all you gotta do is hit one Drill Peck. Just one Drill Peck. He doesn't have Bright Powder, does he? No, he has Leftovers. Is he faster? No, Gengar's a little faster. He could hit Confuse Ray and then... Alright, you just gotta hit, please. Sludge Bomb. Oh no, he could kill with that. No, don't. Oh, 2 HP. He got a higher roll too. Wow, that was very, 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 very close. It was so close, I didn't even update the opponent's sheet there. Do we swap any of those guys? I don't think so. I mean, it showed just how strong the poison type fight could be, I guess. I mean, some of those mons are kind of good though, right? The muck is pretty good. I unironically might want just to get the muck. I guess I'm useless against steel types with that though. Well, not useless. I could hit dynamic punch. Yeah, I'm not. Maybe I just keep the team. The current team is kind of working. It's just electric types are a bit of a problem. All right, I'm just going to keep the current team. Something tells me to just keep it. I'm always more in favor of keeping the IVs that we have. No type, high risk. All right, well, let's evaluate high risk. This is counter-based. Facade. Oko. Which I don't think I'd want to set up Mon there, so yeah. We'll keep. Oh, I can't turn the speed down. Whoops. Here we go. Alright, Raichu, I think we just swap Cradily, right? Raichu 2. Oh, he does have Endure though. And we are faster. We just double edge and kill this thing. No reason not to. Unless he has... No, he has Lumberry. He does have Static, which that would be really, really annoying. But it's fine. We'll manage. Yeah, there's Static. All right, here's Altaria. Here's where we just sack Dodrio. Let's update our thing here too, before I forget. So Raichu was first Mon. Altaria second Mon. Oh, he's a Perish trap. That's kind of fine, actually. He can attract, which he's probably going to do. He doesn't see a kill with Dragon Breath. So maybe what I do is I go for Gator. Yeah, because Gator has Dragon Claw. I could also go for Cradily. Yeah, I think I'll just go Cradily. Why not? Yeah, I knew he was going for a track. And then I could go for Swagger. Swagger, Psych Up, Ancient Power. Go for Earthquake. I know that's going to kill me, but Throw Peck, get him out of here. Rillaboom was the last one. Oh, what's going on, Ash G? My favorite Scarlet Violet set? I can give you my top 3. It's kind of hard to choose a favorite, but, you know, I'm kind of an OG fan, so of course I'm a fan of the 151 set. I do like 151. I like the most recent black and white set that just came out. That one's also really nice. I like that there's illustration rares for all of the Pokemon. That's actually really, really cool. And a lot of them are really well drawn, I think. There's a couple of the ones that are kind of iffy. The black-white rares, I think, are really sick. I like how there's like that super secret kind of rare card you can get that's like super hard to pull. I've actually opened a good amount of that set, and I haven't pulled any of that yet, unfortunately, but, you know, fingers crossed I'll get that in the near future. And then third, I think I like Destined Rivals, probably. I know 2 of those are very recent, but I'm also a fan of like the original Team Rocket set. Not that they have like dark Pokemon and Destined Rivals, but I think the Garchomp and the Mewtwo are really clean. There are a lot of good cards in some of the other Scarlet Violet sets, but I think as like a cohesive set, those are my top 3. How about yours? What do you like? And I don't think we're swapping here, because we had Breloom. That Breloom is nice. Breloom 2. Yeah, Breloom 2 has Spore, which actually is really nice. Because Spore it just guarantees sleep, but his speed isn't the best, especially at 3 IV, so I don't want to grab him just for that. And then his only like real attacking move is Focus Punch, which, as you probably know, that has a lot of risk behind it, hence the high risk. Yeah. So we'll just keep here. Ash G, I don't know when you sent that. I was probably like super focused at that point, so apologies for missing that. 6 match. Investigation of your upcoming opponent. Rock type. I think Dodrio's not great with rock type. Yeah, he's not like that great. But we do have Cradily and Feraligatr, so maybe they can carry. I don't want to swap Dodrio this late in the game. Armaldo. Let's plug Armaldo in here. Armaldo 2. And let's update the tracker here. He has Ancient Power, which is not good for Dodrio. Yeah, Dodrio's not doing much. Cradily can probably eat an Ancient Power. Cannot really do well against an Iron Tail, though. And then Feraligatr can almost kill with Surf. So what I'm tempted to do is let's hit him with a Drill Peck, maybe. I'll probably Protect first. Oh, does he have Quick Claw? He does have Quick Claw, so maybe it's not going to matter. But I'll try to, like, waste his PP. He doesn't have any setup moves. Yeah, no. So we'll waste his PP first. Then we'll go for Drill Peck. There's the Ancient Power. Surf. Of course he has a Lantern. But that's fine. That's fine because Cradily should eat anything that Lantern has. Or that can throw at us. Oh, it's a Flail Lantern too. Earthquake will not one shot, but close to one shot. What if we kept Gator in? How much is Gator doing then? Yeah, no. He's going to go for Thunderbolt most likely. Lantern is pretty slow too. We'll go Swagger, Psych Up. Oh, I just completely... Alright, I was going to say I completely sold there. Okay, Feraligatr should be able to finish. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we are in the last part of round 5. Are we swapping? Probably not. Yeah, I mean, the team's been kind of working so far. I guess we can see what type they are, and that'll influence it. Ground type. Yeah, no, we're keeping because, I mean, I guess they probably do have rock type moves. But like Lantern is just gonna, you know, die to all of the earthquake stuff. He's also slow. I don't know what else. I don't remember what else. It was Armaldo, Lantern, and Aggron. I didn't even check Aggron, but I'm assuming Aggron isn't that great. Yeah, no. We're just going to keep the same. High risk, high return. Let's do it. Swampert 1. First Mon. Swampert 1. Swampert 2, first Mon. This is the guy that just has Earthquake, right? That might have, no, that was the Wish Cash round. Wish, whatever. Swampert. Here he is. Swampert 1. 2. I don't know why I keep saying 1. So used to be in on round 4, I guess. Surf Earthquake into Doge Rio. He also has counter I have to worry about. Maybe I go double it. No, I should go Drill Peck. Yeah, we'll go Drill Peck into Double Edge, probably. Because if he goes for counter, I'll still survive. I don't know, maybe that's a dumb idea. But he's not going to be very helpful against some of the other ground types, so... Drill Peck. Oh. I got a crit and a flinch, I'm pretty sure. I gotta stop speeding through some of the moves. Two ground water types, which means he has a ground, actual ground type after. Alright, Wish Cash 2, second Mon. He's probably going to go, I mean, he could go for anything. I think I'm just going to hit a double edge here because I have the, if I get the highest roll possible, I can kill him, right? So let's do that. He went for Future Sight? What? Why? Maybe because he doesn't see a kill on them? I don't know. Well, he sold there, if you ask me. Claydol is last Mon. Claydol 2. I think we've pretty much wrapped up round... Wait, Claydol, not Cradily. Claydol. I think we've wrapped up round 5 here. I don't see us losing at this stage. Though, hold on. He does have double team Cosmic Power. But I do only need 2 double edges to kill him. So... Well, actually, let's see. We have 1 Cosmic Power. He hits that... Yeah, I mean, yeah, he can't stop. Wow. Another crit. Very nice. Very nice. Ash G. Not sure if you're still in the chat, but I'm more than happy to answer that question if you are in the chat still. I was definitely locked in earlier, so I wasn't really reading chat. And we are done round 5. Let's update our streak here. Very, very nice. Made pretty solid progress today. We are now, what is this, 28 to 35? Yes, we're on 35 right now. And we can update our team here. We no longer know what the opponent has. And then I'll also change my team here to be back to standard. And then let's get rid of these mons, put them back to normal. So I'm thinking this might be a good place to end stream. Let me know in the chat if you want me to keep going while I kind of set this up here. If I don't see anything, I'll probably just end it here. So yeah, let me know. Going into round 6 though, which is a Nolan round, we know that actually the opponent is going to have all 3 varieties. 3 meaning like the number 3 varieties. We'll put 3 back in here. So yeah, let me know if you guys want me to keep going. I will do another round if you know, there is a want for that. If you don't care, I might just end stream here. Just give it a, you know, minute there. Let me know in the chat. Right now we are on 35 wins. Our PB 54. Working our way back up there. As long as we get good drafts, I think we'll be pretty solid contender to you know, get back at least up to PB. It really gets tricky once we hit round, I think 7 or 8. I think it's round 8. Actually save my game too. Okay. Not seeing anything in the chat. So I think that'll be probably a good spot to call it. Thank you for those who, you know, stayed for the whole stream or some of the stream, or maybe just, you know, chimed in at certain points. I'm going to try to stream maybe tomorrow to pick this up again. Kind of depends. If not, it might be next Saturday. In the meantime, I'll be like also releasing some shorts that I usually release. And yeah, if you're watching this in the future, or maybe kind of like after the stream had happened, you know, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, all those fun stuff. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.